Hi guys. What's up? So thank you, Jesus, for this day. God, we ask for protection over everybody on this live. Over us in Jesus' name, amen. So, there's a release that just came out, and speaking on the Survivor Unchained event that we're trying to do. It's called Survivors Unchained, but it's the event that we're trying to do. In the release, it's on my timeline. If you look at the video, I think before this one, I will repost it in my story as well. We are trying to do segment 3 live because editing is really doing a lot. I'm sorry, let me get my words together. Okay, let me start over. I'm sorry, hold on one second, because I just thought I'm my okay. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me on Facebook and Instagram, okay? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Starting over. There is a release that just came out, and thank you 90s Nation News and everybody that is involved with 90s Nation News. Now that you can hear me, and I know that you can hear me, I'm just trying to, if y'all can just hear me out in the comments for a second, please. Can you just hear me out and then comment all you want when we turn this video off? But can you please just hear me out for a second? This is not going to be a long video. It's not supposed to be. I just got 2 seconds. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. Thank you, 90s Nation News, for everything. And when I say 90s Nation News, I don't just mean the editors. I don't just mean the filmmakers. I mean everybody, because 90s Nation News are not white hats. They're whatever your definition of that is, but they are everyday people that have jobs and lives. They're being attacked spiritually and physically and in many ways that a lot of people want to talk about. In segment 2, you will get to meet segment 2 part 2 that's coming out very soon. You will get to meet a lot of these angels, but not all of them. There's a lot of them. And I thank God, and I am grateful, and so is my mother. All of us are, for every single one of you angels that have had our 6, that have prayed, that have stood with us, that have counted the cost, that have said, you know what, I will stop and pray, or I don't pray, so I will stop and stand in silence while everybody else prays, or I will screen record, or I will just do something to help. So when I say 90s Nation News, I mean everybody that's sitting here like I'm listening right now, and if that's what I could do right now, that's what I'm gonna do. So thank you to you, all of you, and a big thank you to specifically the editors, because they're going through a lot and they just try to crank this out, and it's not easy. So that this is either their talents or their hobbies or something that they love to do, yes. But at the same time, it's a lot to do, because this is not, we have been contacted by people that are producers and filmmakers and stuff like that, but they never came with safety. They never came with reality. They came with a motive and some type of gain and some type of want for themselves. So we said no thank you, and we said, you know what, if you around and if you give a damn later when we can get to that type of stuff, because that's not going to help right now, then thank you, and hopefully we can speak to you then. But if not, then the best of luck to you. Don't have an issue with people. We got enough people to be in the ring with, as you can see if you don't already notice. Okay, so editing this is ultimately my decision. Why? Because it is tearing me apart in so many ways. I have PTSD and my nightmares and the flashbacks, and then dealing with the things that we're dealing with. Eventually, like I say all the time, all of these videos are going to make sense one day, because we're just documenting it. If you don't know who we are, hi, I'm Allie. My mama look just like me. I know I talk about it all the time, like splitting image. It'll shock you, but my mom's right here, and it's been a long journey, but we're nobody special. We're just trying to tell you what we can tell you. It's just editing this is a lot. Getting from place to place is a lot. Dealing with the things in between. I say a lot of the times that all of these videos are going to make sense soon, because there's things that I can't just spit out and say, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you would be like, I'm gonna keep scrolling because she on, and I'm already on. So thank you for trying to understand. It's a lot, and when you actually see the layers and the layers and the layers of the patterns and the tactics, that's not just us, you start to get it. You start to pick it up. You start to see that it's familiar. You start to see that it resonates with you, and that's the reason why you're sitting here, whether you hate me or not. That's the reason why you're sitting here, because this is not something, we're not talking about makeup. I'm not an influencer, and this is not something that people we're trying to make money off of. This is something that is real. This is crimes against humanity. This is truth, and this is not a joke. So if you're sitting here, whether you hate my ass or not, you are sitting here for a reason, that whether you believe it or not, and whether you believe in Jesus or not, that he has you sitting here for, okay? And whether it's for me, whether it's for you, whether it's for your child, whether it's for somebody that walks in your life, you're here for a reason. I don't know why you scrolled past this video today if you don't know me, but you are here for a reason. Whether you don't have to give a damn about me, but what I'm trying to tell you is what is going on with your world, and it's the real problem today. So I don't care if you don't want to hear me, but thank you for doing the research. That release just came out. We're trying to do segment 3 live. We don't have the money. We are just as broke as you are. We live in our car. We deal with things back to back to back that you have seen nonstop. This is not a game. I'm not joking with you. My stomach hurts so bad from the fact that we have not ate today, and I tried to have coffee, and I've been back and forth to the damn bathroom. Y'all like TMI, but this is you in my life, so you want to know? My stomach hurts, okay? Because the type of shit that we're doing right now is, what you've seen in the release is we had to go back to California because we emptied our home. At that time, we just gave shit out of our home. We gave refrigerators, TVs. I gave away my car. I don't need a pat on the back, a high five. I just gave away my car. We tried to put it on Facebook Marketplace and let it go and all that shit, and that didn't work out because we couldn't do that and handle that from what the situations that we had. So I just gave it to someone, especially at the very last minute. We couldn't do anything about it, so I just handed it over, and it was needed for that person, and God bless that person. I'm not telling you for it, I'm just telling you, okay? But we had a lot of stuff in an acre. We couldn't do much with it, so we threw it in a storage. And we had to walk away and keep it pushing for everything else that we had to do, because we were trying to do simple tasks that we couldn't do, right? So in this release, you see that we pull up the storage and we're trying to clear that shit out and sell the things that we need to sell for an event. We don't want your money, unlike everybody that you've seen. We don't want your money. We're not charging $150 a head. We're not charging a Patreon or a membership or a subscription fee. The truth is priceless. And it remains that way. And that will never change between my mother and I. But if you don't know it, you're going to have to learn a little bit. And I understand that, because I don't know you. So, but we don't get down like that. We're not merching no shirts. There's no cups. There's no socks or keychains. There's nothing like that anybody is buying. We are cleaning out our storage. We still got some leftover cans from not being able to clear that shit out of our backyard that was on an acre. So we needed to deal with that. We are dealing with that. That's where this release just came from. And now we just got a call that we need to head over to insurance holders to handle some evidence that goes into segment 2 and sit down with them in order to know that that shit can go into segment 2, or if it needs to be something that we present live with cameras off or with cameras on. The point is it's information that's very sensitive. And now the only thing that we can do right now is drive to them. So now we have to stop what we're doing and we have to get to them. Now here's the deal. We know that there's some problems that are about to circle around with some people that you guys have already seen. And when they do come back with their bullshit, I just want you to ask the question of what's the obsession? If we don't have an issue with you, if we're not asking for your help, if we didn't ask you for a damn thing, then why are you so obsessed with me and my mom? And that's the question that you just need to ask them. And I'm not going back and forth with you because I don't feel like it right now. Like I said, my stomach hurts. Okay? So the next thing is we have to head through some places where the chief of police that assaulted me and his friends know that we're about to head. So I'm going to tell y'all straight out, and I'm going to give you a little bit of hint. We headed to New Mexico. You want me to say it again for y'all? Can somebody screenshot this video, record this, so somebody can send this to the enemy? We are headed to New Mexico. I'm not playing with you. I'm not joking. That's the truth. We are headed to New Mexico, and we need to go through Texas. Very soon. And that starts now. All of it starts now. And at this time, we already know that we got a lot of enemies and a lot of people that are pissed off at us, asking you to do your research, asking you to move to action, asking you to do what's in your power, asking you what you're willing to do. And that's pissing people off because we still going to continue pushing and we still going to continue to do what we need to do as God allows us to do it. We're not scared to die. We just doing what we need to do and to see where we can get and as far as we can get. That's it. In a minute, time is almost up. We're not going to sit here years and years on the internet telling you shit. And it would take years for me to be able to tell you all of our experiences. It's not something that can be compressed. That's not that easy. That's movie mentality. And this is not a game, this is not a movie, this is not a show. So real shit, it would take me forever to tell you everything. Our time is almost up. And I need a minute, and my mama needs a minute, and we are tired in ways that we cannot explain. We've had to hulk a storage. We've had to we're tired. Okay? And I'm not about to get emotional. That's not what this is about. I know a lot of y'all would love to see me cry. I'm telling you right now, I'm tired in a way that I'm angry. Okay? And so we're headed to New Mexico right now. If anybody wants to pull us over for nothing at all, if you want to send your minions, your problems, whatever you want to do, New Mexico Angels, if y'all can stand with us, if you can meet us when we get there, that's where we headed. Texas, that's where we headed. We need to handle some things out there, and then we need to go handle some other shit, and then we need to go handle some shit for segment 2, and then we need to go handle shit for our safety. And in that meantime, we are minding our own damn business. But I'm pretty sure that nobody else will. So I'm being real with you. I'm not going to call for angels and be like, hey, can we get some angels to stand in this area? No, we are going to New Mexico. That's what I got. I don't know what you want to do. Micro Mike, you want to come to me face to face, right? You want to look me in my eyes to try to intimidate me, to think that I'm still that little girl that you used to trap in your closet with your friends. You and your homies. I don't know if this is Stacy's doing too. That that ran your crooked games behind closed doors. You just don't want people to still see that. Yet you're the one who keep proving my point by knocking on this window. Let me help you out. If you want to send somebody to knock on this window, if you want to send some gang stalkers, if everybody just want to get on live, let's fucking do it. We on our way to New Mexico. That's what we got to do next. But right now I'm not in the mood. My stomach hurts. Okay? So that's what's happening. If you want to come to the event, it's free. I'm making rocks in between all that we're going through. And I'll give those to you. Alright? I don't know. That's all I got. We're tired. And if anybody else want to circle around and start some shit, then can you explain to us what the hell is going on and what your problem is? Because we are talking about children. We're talking about crimes against humanity. We're talking about corruption in so many different levels. From the top to the bottom and to the very grimy. And to the very shiny. So these Carters are going to New Mexico. These Carters are going to move their asses and continue to do what they're going to do. These Carters are not going to stop. And if you didn't know, my last name is Carter. I got it from my mama. So, thank you for listening. 90s. My stomach hurts. And if you missed it before you start your shit in meetings thinking that you got a clue, telling everybody, I know where they're going, stop. I just told you and the whole world we're on our way to New Mexico. And Texas. So if we get pulled over right now, then everybody's going to hear something eventually. Like, yes, when they knock on the window, so where are you headed? New Mexico.
And then Texas.
And then Texas.
We don't need to have any conversation.
So you know what? I don't even have to tell them. I'll let you do it. How about that? You want to comment the next time somebody knock on this window and ask, where are we going? I'll let y'all answer for me. And I will plead the damn fifth. I don't know what to say besides that. So God bless y'all. And thank you for listening. And people wanted to come on and ask us. I know everybody got questions right now, like, what in the actual hell? I am understanding things differently. So if you are going to come on this Telegram chat real quick, and if you want to ask some questions, we on there, we taking a few questions, and then guess where we headed? Everybody? Everybody, who want to go first? Anybody? Everybody all together now. On the left side of the world. Where are we going? New Mexico. Thank you. And then on the right side of the world, where else are we going? Texas. I love you guys. So thanks for your assistance. Now that we all got this shit clear.
If y'all get pulled over, just go ahead and tell them where we're going.
If any angels get pulled over, the Carters are moving their asses. Thank you. Everybody in the comments. All together now. On one platform. Where are we headed? Where are we going? Clap, clap, clap. To New Mexico. Where are we going? Texas. Good God almighty. We'll talk to y'all sooner than later. Bye.